I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. By my accumulations of practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. By my accumulations of practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. By my accumulations of practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit sentient beings. Sanje joda soge chona chanjo bardo dani gyapsu che dage jinso kebe sona dola benjir sanje rubara jo sanje joda soge chona chanjo bardo dani gyapsu che dage jinso kebe sona dola benjir sanje rubara jo sanje joda soge chona chanjo bado dane gyapsu che dage jinso kebe dola benjir sanje rubara sho. Okay, today we'll read In Praise of Dependent Origination. Where is it? In Praise of Dependent Origination. 104. I'm going to quickly give you the background of this, the text, a short text by Lama Tsongkhapa again, on emptiness, and why, right from the beginning, I mentioned that the Nagarjuna's, the concept of emptiness, is something which we cannot just read in the 2 days, 3 days, and then conclude that it's nihilism. Why I'm saying this is that Lama Tsongkhapa, incredibly brilliant, the scholar, enlightened master, and of course he studied for so many years the same concept, emptiness, and at one point he started to get some experience of emptiness, and he wanted to check. He did not say that, oh, Nagarjuna philosophy and nihilism like this. He wanted to check whether his experience, understanding of emptiness is correct or not correct. So what happens is that the Arya Manjushri, the Buddha of wisdom, somewhere, somewhere here, any picture? Okay, over there. Where? That side? Okay, yes, right there. Right there. Now, Arya Manjushri, and the Bodhisattva of wisdom, ten bhumi meaning the last moment, then after which is going to become Buddha. So there was one teacher with whom Lama Tsongkhapa used to have some mutually receiving teachings, meaning that Lama Tsongkhapa received teachings from him. His name is the Lama Umapa. And Lama Umapa received teachings from Lama Tsongkhapa. They are like mutual teachers, mutual students. Then the Lama Umapa, the teacher, Lama Umapa used to have the vision of Arya Manjushri. He can directly communicate to Arya Manjushri. The Arya Manjushri can come in his vision, and then he can seek advice from Arya Manjushri directly. Lama Tsongkhapa, at that point, he did not have this communication with Arya Manjushri, no direct communication. So Lama Tsongkhapa requested the Lama Umapa on his behalf to kindly convey the message to Arya Manjushri if his understanding of emptiness is going in the appropriate direction. Then Arya Manjushri, on the spot, they were told that the Lama Tsongkhapa, your understanding of emptiness at the moment is not complete, But if you incorporate three things, your understanding of emptiness is going to be very soon going to become complete and profound and perfect. So the three piece of advice given: number one, to make a fervent prayer to your guru, inseparable one with the deity, whatever deity that you see. For most of us, our guru is His Holiness the Dalai Lama, or personally His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and then I have several gurus, several teachers from whom I received the teachings. So say fervent prayers to your guru, to be inseparable from the main deity, like Aramanjushri, Arabalokiteshvara, Shri Guya Samaja, or Shri Vajrapani, Shri Kalachakra, and so forth. Number one. Number two, that you must resort to the Indian masters, the authentic sources, authentic books on emptiness, more rigorously. Study them more rigorously. Study and reflect. Number two. Number three, that you need to engage in purification practices. Purification of the mental developments, like mental offering, prostrations, and so forth. If you do these three things, very soon you will have the vision of emptiness very clearly and without any error. Then Lama Tsongkhapa, he decided to leave for solitary retreat, which means like hermitage life, with his, I think about like 8 or 10 students, 10 main students. They left, and then Lama Tsongkhapa for 11 months, so at the moment when we look at Lama Tsongkhapa, we put him as, as depicted him as very elegant, with nice, the brocade and so forth. No, it was not like that. In the mantle offering, some of you know what is a mantle offering. There's a set there. He did not even have a proper mantle offering, mantle set. So he used a stone slab on which he offered the mandala, and then you put this part of the hand, the base of the hand, to wipe it against a stone, and that he did like 100,000 times, and then his hand had sore, and then yet, although he's such an acclaimed teacher, such a renowned teacher, but he did not have all these facilities. He was just doing the mandala offering like this. And then they really had sore, and even the food is so meager food, no the fancy food at all. So with this, then one night, after about 11 months, one night he had a dream of Arinigarjuna, Acharya, the Buddha Palita, then Bodhisattva Arideva, then the Acharya Chandrakirti, Bodhisattva Deva, all these great Nalanda masters who contributed to the wisdom of emptiness, according to Madhyamika. He dreamt of all of them having a dialogue. And from amongst these masters, the one master who stood up and came down with the book, with the scripture, and handed it down to Lama Tsongkhapa. So in Lama Tsongkhapa's dream, it was the Acharya Buddha Palita. Acharya Buddha Palita came down to hand over a scripture to Lama Tsongkhapa. The next day, it so happened that there was the visitor to seek blessings from him. A visitor offered him a scripture. And the scripture happened to be the scripture composed on emptiness, composed by Acharya Buddha Palita. The same text. Then he read through, just flipped through, and then just one line, it hit him with, wow, this is emptiness. And then he composed this text, the short essay, the short composition, which is about 56 verses, I think. So This is written. This is written not like, so you hear about emptiness, you start writing something. No, he wrote this after getting a solid, crystal clear experience, emptiness, experiential emptiness. Only then he wrote this. So we are reading this. As we read this, now that we already got some idea about what the basic framework of emptiness, we will understand them. But of course, there are so many layers to unfold. And with the study of the more in-depth study of emptiness, you will see that this text you can use for your personal growth and emptiness. And recently, when was that? When was the audience for the Narada Masters, Narada students? June 2nd. Okay, June 2nd, we had the audience, and they like over 500 people are coming from all over the world, like many of the Russians here. Come from all over the world just to have the audience with His Holiness. And then I personally felt that is not really I'm not really doing justice for the people who are coming, who are spending a lot of money. Number one. Number two, that they have to get visas. And they're not getting visa on time. They're struggling, flight tickets. They have to think of the stay here and so forth. And then just the same have the glance of His Holiness. And then the other people is just locally here. They get the easy glance of His Holiness. And some they have to come all the way with visa and all these things. I thought that, so I made the request, uninitiated, and then we have to do some justice to this. And because that, of course, the Secretary of His Holiness very strict, saying that this is allowed, this is not allowed, very clear. And I requested the Secretary, if at least the people who are coming here for this audience, they're not just for to see celebrity, but to see His Holiness, to receive blessings. And they're actually people who put effort. Not the master's students, they have put for effort for like 6 years. And not in the diploma course, some of them put like 1.5 years. Yeah, some of them doing NDC 1, 2, 3. So we're not really I'm just wondering if we can request the oral transmission of the 3 principles of the path from His Holiness. Oral transmission, which is just 14 verses. That too, if it's on reset, is good enough for us. It's a blessing for us. This was requested, and luckily the Secretary said, that's okay, that's doable. So many of the other things he said, no, 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 no. And if I say, you have to make it, then he'll say, no audience, finish. So therefore, I have to say yes, 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 yes. Whatever he said, I said yes, yes. So I made this request, and he said, that's doable. He accepted. So that is the thing that I felt that this is the greatest thing. And finally, as you already know, then today is the eve of the audience for the next day, and we were planning for all these things. You know that. And while we were there, we received with the secretary. I was with the secretary and all the people that they're coming to register, they get the badge and so forth. And while we were there, he got a message from His Holiness's residence that His Holiness is sending a message that audience will not happen in the courtyard. It will happen in the main temple. You know the reason why? Because the audience happens in the early morning. People have to come early morning and people will be cold. Look, people will be cold, feeling cold. It shouldn't happen in the courtyard. It should happen in the main temple where people can be warmer. Number two, His Holiness said that the teaching is not just oral transmission, 3 principal paths, which is just 14 verses. His Holiness is going to give proper teaching on this praise of dependent origination, which has, I think, 56 verses, proper teaching. Then the secretary already told me that no, even group photo not allowed. No group photo. And then His Holiness said, not only group photo, individually he's going to meet. His Holiness is going to meet individually. Amazing. Everything, we did not really expect. Everything happened because of His Holiness's compassion. So This is a text which also let's give a detailed teaching. We're not expecting teachings. We're expecting just oral transmissions. Give the transmission, but it's going to give a whole teaching. And believe it or not, even for the huge public teachings, His Holiness nowadays stays only for like 1.5 hours. Sometimes just 1 hour, sometimes 1.5 hours. So for this, His Holiness stayed 2.5 hours. So what I'm saying is that this is so blessed. Let's read this together now. Page 104. And particularly the first 32 verses, first 32, 33 verses, they are a little technical. And these contain the main essence of emptiness. Then after that is more like the Lama Tsongkhapa sharing his own personal, say the moments of the what do you call it? Moments of what is that? What's the English word? The poignant feeling, or the feeling of just remembering the Buddha's qualities and so forth. So the following verses are easier. Okay, let's read this together. In Praise of Dependent Origination by Lama Tsongkhapa. He who speaks on the basis of seeing, this makes him an over teacher unexcelled. I bow to your own conqueror, you who saw dependent origination and taught it. Whatever degeneration there are in the world, the root of all these is ignorance. You taught that it is dependent origination, the seeing of which will undo this ignorance. So how can an intelligent person not comprehend that this path of dependent origination is the essential point of your teaching? This being so, who will find, O Savior, a more wondrous way to praise you than to praise you for having taught this origination through dependence? Whatever it depends on conditions, that is devoid of intrinsic existence. What excellent instruction can there be more amazing than this proclamation? By grasping at it, the child is strengthened bondage to extreme views. For the wise, this very fact is the doorway to cut free from the net of elaborations. Since this teaching is not seen elsewhere, your own other teacher. Like a calling of fox the lion, for a Tritika, it would be a word of flattery. Wondrous teacher, wondrous refuge, wondrous speaker, wondrous savior. I pay homage to that teacher who taught about dependent origination. To help heal sentient beings, O benefactor, you have taught the peerless reason, ascertain emptiness, heart of the teaching. This way of dependent origination, those who perceive it as contradictory or as unestablished, how can they comprehend your system? For you, when one sees emptiness in terms of the meaning of dependent origination, that being devoid of intrinsic existence and possessing valid functions, do not contradict. Whereas when one sees the opposite, since there can be no function in emptiness, no emptiness in what has functions, one falls into a dreadful abyss you maintain. Therefore, in your teaching, seeing dependent origination is hailed, the truth not as an utter non-existence, nor as an intrinsic existence. The non-contingent is like a sky flower, hence there is nothing that is not dependent. If things exist through their essence, their dependence on cause and conditions for their existence is a contradiction. Therefore, since no phenomena exists other than origination through dependence, no phenomena exists other than being devoid of intrinsic existence, you taught. Because intrinsic nature cannot be negated, if phenomena did possess some intrinsic nature, nirvana would become impossible, and elaborations could not be ceased, you taught. Therefore, who could challenge you, you who proclaim with lion's roar in the assembly of learned ones repeatedly that everything is utterly free of intrinsic nature, that there is no intrinsic existence at all, that all function as this arising and dependence on that? What need is there to say that these two converge without a conflict? It is through the reason of dependent origination that one does not lean towards the extreme, that you silently is the source of your unexcelled speech. All of this is devoid of essence, and from this arises that effect. These two certainties complement each other with no contradiction at all. What is more amazing than this, what is more marvelous than this, if one praises you in this manner, Theirs is real praise, otherwise not. Being enslaved by ignorance, those who fiercely oppose you, what is so astonishing about thee being unable to bear the sound of no intrinsic existence? But having accepted dependent origination, the precious treasure of your speech, the not tolerating the roar of emptiness, this I find amazing indeed. The door that leads to no intrinsic existence, this unexcelled door of dependent origination, through its name alone, if one grasps its intrinsic existence, now this person who lacks the unraveled entrance, well traveled by the noble ones, by what means should one guide him to an excellent path that pleases you? Intrinsic nature, uncreated and non-contingent, dependent origination, contingent and created, how can these two converge upon a single basis without contradiction? Therefore, whatever originates dependently, though primordially free of intrinsic existence, appears as if it does possess intrinsic existence. So you taught all this to be illusion-like. Through this very fact, I understand well the statement that in what you have taught, those opponents who challenge you cannot find faults that accord with reason. Why is this so? Because by declaring these, chances for reification and denigration towards things seen and unseen are made most remote. Through this very path of dependent origination, the rationale for your speech being peerless, conviction arises in me also, that your other words are valid too. You who speak excellently by seeing as it is, for those who train in your footsteps, all degenerations will become remote, for the root of all faults will be undone. But those who turn away from your teaching, though they may struggle with hardship for a long time, faults increase forevermore as if being called forth. For they make firm the way of self. Aha, when the wise comprehend the difference between these two, why would they not at that point revere you from the very depths of their being? Let alone your numerous teachings, even in the meaning of a small part, those who find ascertainment in a cursory way, this brings supreme bliss to them as well. Alas, my mind was defeated by ignorance. Though I've sought refuge for a long time, in such an embodiment of excellence, I possess not a fraction of its qualities. Nonetheless, before the stream of this life flowing towards death has come to cease, and I have found slight faith in you, even this I think is fortunate. Among teachers, the teacher of dependent origination, among wisdom, the knowledge of dependent origination, you who are most excellent like the kings of the world, know this perfectly well, not others. All that you have taught proceeds by way of dependent origination. That too is done for the sake of nirvana. You have no deeds that do not bring peace. How amazing! Your teaching is such, in whomsoever's ears it falls, they all attain peace. So who would not be honored to uphold your teaching? It overcomes all opposing challenges. It is free from contradictions between earlier and latter paths. It grants fulfillment of being's two aims. My joy increases evermore. For its sake, you have given away again and again your countless eons, sometimes your body, others your life, as well as your loving care and resources of wealth. Seeing the qualities of this teaching pulls hard at your heart, just like what a hook does to a fish. Sad it is not to have heard it from you. The intensity of that sorrow does not let go of my mind, just like the mind of a mother constantly goes after her dear child. Here too, as I reflect on your words, I think, blazing with the glory of noble marks and hallowed in an light rays, this teacher, in the voice of pristine melody, spoke thus in such a way. The instant such a reflection of the sage's form appears in my mind, it soothes me, just as moonbeams heal a fever's pain. This excellent system, most marvelous. Some individuals who are not so learned have entangled it in utter confusion, just like the tangled balbaza grass. Seeing this situation, I strove with a multitude of efforts to follow after the learned ones, and sought your intention again and again. At such times as I studied the numerous works of both our own middle way and other schools, my mind became tormented even more, constantly by a network of doubts. The night lily grove of Nagarjuna's treatises, Nagarjuna, whom you prophesied, would unravel your unexcelled vehicle as it is, shining extremes of existence and non-existence, illuminated by the garden of the white lights of Chandra's well-uttered insights, Chandra, whose stainless wisdom orb is full, who glides freely across scripture space, who dispels the darkness of extremist hearts and outshines the constellations of all speakers. When through my teacher's kindness I sought this, my mind found rest at last. Of all your deeds, your speech is supreme. Within that too, it is the very speech. So the wise should remember the Buddha through this teaching of dependent origination. Following such a teacher and having become a renunciate, having studied the congruous words not so poorly, this monk who triumphs in the yogic practices, such is the depth of his reverence to the great seer. Since it is due to my teacher's kindness, I met with the teaching of the unexcelled teacher. I dedicate this virtue too towards the cause for all beings to be sustained by sublime spiritual mentors. By the teachings of this beneficent one till world's end, be unshaken by the winds of evil thoughts, may it always be met by innumerable beings who find a conviction in his teachers by understanding the teaching's true nature. May I never falter, even for an instant, to uphold the excellent will of the sage, which illuminates the principle of dependent origination through all my births, even giving away my body and life. And I spent day and night carefully reflecting by what means can I enhance this teaching, achieved by the Supreme Savior, through strenuous efforts over countless eons. As I strive in this with pure intention, may Brahma, Indra, and world's guardians and protectors such as Mahakala unswervingly always assist me. Okay, before we begin with the main class, this evening, I don't know when, I don't know any idea what time, even just immediately after this, during the group, in place of group discussion. Okay, after this class, in place of group discussion, there's going to be this, I think it's about like 10 to 15 minutes screening of the NASA company's The Powers of 10. The Powers of 10, which I was talking about. And if you like to have your own what do you call it, copy, link, whatever you like to have, if you like to have that yourself, you can ask Tribula, and he will send you that link to you. And so since that I'll be not coming for this because I've seen this so many times, right? If not, I don't know, 100, for sure 20 times. So therefore, I'm going to explain quickly where should be your focus. So first, I will explain what is overall, what is happening there. Otherwise, you may get distracted, which is the thing that you need to focus on. You may not be able to identify, and you may just get distracted. The point is that, I say, first it begins with the leaf, and then gradually it zooms out, meaning the leaf, the bush, and then the local place, and then the part of America, the whole America, whole world. Say in other words, it goes. Say the what zooms out, meaning that it goes out further away to see this original leaf as just a part of the bush, and bush also disappeared. The whole America, the whole world, solar system, gradually the Milky Way galaxy, like this. Okay, so that one would be very good. And the last time I was talking about, say, what's the difference between the evolved beings and the ordinary beings? There are so many ways of distinguishing them. One of which is that evolved beings are those beings. Don't think evolved beings are somebody like His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Don't always think like, only the role models. You can become evolved beings, right? And you may feel that, no, I'm just a hopeless person. No, you have a Buddha nature. Each one of us, we have a Buddha nature, right? Let us not be too negative all the time, no hope, difficult, no hope, No, you have a Buddha nature. Just say that, the only thing is that if you want to, say, climb the roof, just jump there, then you'll fall. It's difficult. Whereas if you know where to go, right, go behind. There's a step up there, right? Go there. You can easily go there, very comfortably, joyfully you can go there. So it's not like you have to jump and then fall. Difficult. No, this is not Dharma. Dharma is very enjoyable, right? So what makes us not enjoyable is that our negative emotions, self-grasping ignorance, self-centered attitude, these two are bullying us. These emotions, they are bullying us. These emotions, they create attachment, anger, jealousy, and so forth. These bully us. This is not you. This is not your true nature. Your true nature is so pure inside. It's just above. So how to go there? You jump, you fall. Oh, it's hopeless. Look, it's not possible. It's a failure. No, this is not. So no matter what you pass, still you have the Buddha nature. Everyone has the Buddha nature. And you can do it. You can. Only things that we need to know how to go. You're getting it? If you don't know how to go, it can be very difficult. It can be very painful. If you know how to go, it's not difficult. It's an extremely beautiful journey. So with this in mind, say by the way, there are so many versions of this. What we're going to see, watch tonight, this evening, is one of them. And later on, you Google search the powers of 10. Just Google search it. So many versions will come. And then from there, you can figure out that, for example, here, more number of people, more the answers come, your thinking becomes more wide, more broad. It's very helpful. So after getting this, after watching this, you know where to watch, what to watch. Then later on, just type the powers of 10. Then many things will come up. You watch them. They're equally very helpful, beneficial in their own ways. You're getting it? Okay. So it zooms out. You go into the what's it? Like the cosmos, in the whole cosmos. And then it'll go back, it'll take you back from the Milky Way galaxy, go down to the solar system, to planet Earth, then to America, then to, I think, Florida. Then from there to this local place, then to the bush, then to the leaf. Florida? Oh. Your name? Kayo. Okay. So it's Kayo's place. Yes, Kayo. Okay. Okay, good. We get there to the bush and then to the leaf. Okay, now up to this point, what I'm saying is that this is useful. You zoom out, come back from the leaf, you zoom out in the cosmos, you come back to the leaf. So that part is useful in ways for us to think of. Okay, this universe, what I am, is too insignificant, too small. And the world is just a tiny dot. It's totally meaningless to wage wars against each other, right? A tiny dot. Just look at this. It is like, say, for example, say the example that I gave you, like you're earning like $100,000 per month, and you lose $10. It's nothing, right? It's nothing. But if you earn only $100 per month, you lose $10 is a huge loss. You're getting it? So those people who can see bigger picture, we will not fight. We will say that we're all brothers, sisters. We're so insignificant. We have no time to fight. And think of Big Bang. 15 billion years ago in the past. Today is just a tiny dot. The world, just 4 billion years, even the world, planet Earth, 4 billion years. And the Big Bang, 15 billion years. Billions, imagine that. A tiny dot. So till the Homo sapiens came, it's just 0.3 million years ago. Just 300,000 years. It explains how the universe came into existence. The lifespan of this earth since Homo sapiens came into existence is extremely too small, tiny time. And our time together, as say, sharing the same planet, is so, say, insignificant time, tiny, minute time. And within that we are fighting. What is happening there now? Look at this. The Israel and the Hamas. So many killings are happening, unnecessary. It's all because they could not see the broader picture of the universe. So that part, if you can see the broader picture of the universe, we see that it is time for us to embrace, not to push, not to fight. Okay, So this will help us greatly to see that small, small trivial differences are just secondary. And then you will only embrace, you will not fight. This is extremely good, that part. Then the next, from the bush, from the leaf, then you go into you zoom in, not zoom out. From there, then you zoom in. When you zoom in, the first thing is that, as I said earlier, from the leaf, you will start to see the cracks, surface. Earlier it looks very smooth, but actually it's not smooth. As fine-tuning electron microscope, you start to see the cracks. So these are nothing but the cell membranes. And then it will zoom in, it will take you inside the nucleus, of course, cytoplasm, and then nucleus, and then within the nucleus again take you further, it will take you into the chromosomes. So number one, first the leaf. Then number two to focus is the chromosomes. Number two, you're getting it? Chromosomes, what it's like. So with the leaf, imagine instead of leaf, it is like this flower. Like this flower, it's so beautiful, so nice. Say, and then on the chromosome level, same object on the chromosome level, what is your emotional reaction? It gives you a sense of repulsion, like a striped, brownish striped snake-like structure. It gives you a sense of repulsion. Number two. Then number three, it takes you further into the DNA molecules, then further into the atoms. I think then from atom, it'll go to the protons. The protons, and from there it'll stop. Okay, so you don't really have to go to it'll take you there, but you can go to the level of the atoms. On the atomic level, where is that thing, the structure which makes you to feel repulsion? Where is that thing? What is your emotional reaction? It's neutral. You're getting it? The same object, initially, the leaf, some people, even the leaf gives you such a joy. Yes, green leaf. But generally it's okay. But the flower gives you joy. So, seeing there's a flower, the emotional reaction is a joy, pleasant feeling. Next level, chromosomes. What's the emotional reaction? Tinge of uneasiness or tinge of, say, unpleasant feeling. Then on the atomic level, we see that then even this unpleasant feeling disappears. It's neutral. So the same object triggers three different feelings, three different emotional states. One, attachment, the first one. Flower, attachment. Chromosomes, aversion. Then the what? Atoms, neutral. You're getting it? So just see how your perception can different perceptions can create three different, say, emotional states: attachment, aversion, and neutral feeling. How the three different emotions can be triggered by three different perceptions of the same object. Okay, so this we need to focus on these three things. One is the leaf or the flower. Then the next one is, hey, what happened? Huh? Chromosomes. There's only one student. Chromosomes. Then number three is atoms. Very good. And then with these three things, what you need to think of is that same object, three different perceptions, and three different emotional states. Three different emotional states because of three different feelings. That means, okay, these are the things that you need to note of. Take note of the same object, three different perceptions, three different feelings, three different emotions. You getting it? Okay. What are these things that you need to keep in mind? Anyone? Huh? What happened? Lunch? No. Say it again. Okay. What did it say? I give full. Give me full. Anyone else? Anyone else? Right? Ofek, right? Ofek, right? Okay. So anyone else? Okay, Drishti. 75% correct. Still 25% is missing. Anyone? Hey, what happened? Still we have another 4 days to go. No, 5 days. More than that, if this is you're tired, what happened? Oh, tell me. Give me a full. Anyone? Raise hands. Give me a full. Over there. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay, gentlemen here. Complete, but I got lost. You know why? Because how I give you, you give me in different order, so I was confused, right? You give me complete, but the order is mixed up. Very good. Shwedlana. Okay. Good. 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 Okay, Nadia. Three different perceptions. Good. Number one. No, that's fine. Three different perceptions. Then what next? Feelings and emotions are different. You getting it? Okay, over there, the lady over there, Nadia. Okay, the lady there. Very perfect, right? Actually, Nadia scored 10 by 10, no? Nadia Komani. Nadia, she scored 10 by 10. But today, not 10 by 10, 10 by 10 over there. Right? Who is that? But that's not Russian. Nadia, who scored 10 by 10. Russian. Romanian. Romanian. Not Romanian. Romanian, yeah. Okay. I thought the Nadia scored 10 by 10. It is. Okay. So let's say three perceptions giving rise to three different feelings, giving rise to three different emotions. You're getting this is summary. The same object gives rise to three different perceptions, three different feelings, three different emotions. Okay, if we go to one by one, what are three different perceptions? Say one, the perception of beautiful flower, the perception of the chromosomes, a perception of the atoms. It's the same object perceived in three different forms. You're getting it? Depending on how close you look at it. It's the same object. Number two, the three different feelings. Because of the beautiful flower, what feeling comes? Pleasant feeling comes. Pleasant feeling comes. Attachment comes later. Pleasant feeling comes. Beautiful flower, pleasant feeling comes. Chromosome, right? Unpleasant feeling comes. Unpleasant feeling comes. Atoms, neutral feeling comes. Three different feelings. Next is three different emotions. Because of the beautiful feeling, you feel attached. Attachment, emotional attachment. Second one, because of the unpleasant feeling, chromosome unpleasant feeling, repulsion comes, aversion arises. Atoms, feeling is neutral. So therefore the neutral emotion. Neutral emotion. Okay, what are the three poisons? What are the three poisons? Anyone over there? Okay, so look. So we have the three emotions, three poisons. Attachment. Hey. Attachment, then aversion and ignorance. Three. You're getting it? So now here, with the same object, we see that with the same object, three different emotions arise. First, flower, beautiful flower, attachment. Chromosomes, repulsion, aversion. Then the neutral feeling, ignorance. Any question? Yes. Oh, this is a good question. Right? Oh, how many got this question? Okay, the lady over there, tell me, what's the question? Okay. Okay. Pleasant feeling, attachment also fine. Unpleasant feeling, aversion is fine. Neutral feeling, why ignorance, right? Why ignorance? Okay, this is a good question. Anyone who can help me? Hey, anyone who can help me? Huh? The base. How is it base? No, no. So why with the neutral? Why ignorance? Right? Anyone? Anyone? Okay. Okay. First, the girl over there. The what stuff? Okay. So we forgot that this is related to the flower. Actually, these atoms are the basic the building blocks of the flower. Right? We forgot it, but we are seeing the atoms, right? So that's correct. Not correct. It's correct. It's not ignorance. Okay, Sushmita. Atoms are entity or not? Something beyond atoms meaning? Of course, we can break it down. What's the problem? Because atom can be broken down. electrons, protons, neutrons. So what's the problem? How is it ignorance? You got it correct, only articulation is required. You got it correct. Anyone else? Okay, the lady over there. Okay, so for this we have to think of Buddha. Buddha is ignorance, no attachment, no aversion, right? Okay, say again same thing. She's thinking. You're getting it? She's thinking. This is very precious. Thinking. When you think, entertain others' questions. When you see that, okay, that's true. When you say that's when you said that's true, right? My answer is not complete. That's true. You're growing. So precious. Thank you. The lady here. If she can explain how is it contaminated. Okay, very good. Okay, very good. Okay, so there are many hands coming up. Very good. Let me give a simple example. You getting it? You will understand it. So what Sushmita said is correct. Only thing is that this lady made it clearer, and we need to really get it. Okay. Say this explanation is given to this explanation. I'm trying to give this explanation to what kind of person? To a person who has already seen emptiness directly, or who has not emptiness, who has not seen emptiness directly, or who has not seen emptiness. Huh? Those who has not seen emptiness. You are getting it? Which means those who are in the sleep or those who are awakened. Those in the sleep, you're getting it? Okay, in the sleep, you dream. You're getting it? You dream. In the dream, you see, say, on one side, you see, wow, beautiful flower, right? Oh, beautiful flower. Oh, number two, oh, it's a pollution. There's so much pollution there, right? And then you look at the third place, okay, no pollution, no beautiful flower is normal, right? Neutral. You're getting it? In the dream. Beautiful flower, amazing. Oh, pollution, terrible, right? I get to Delhi, pollution, terrible, right? And then you go to somewhere in between. In between, okay, there's no beautiful flower, but at least there's no pollution. It's okay, neutral, right? You get the three different perceptions. Then beautiful flower, what's the feeling? Pleasant feeling. You feel attached. You agree? That's not the question. That's easy. Then you see pollution, right? Unpleasant feeling comes, aversion comes, right? That's not a question. That's also easy. Third one is okay. It's not pollution. It's not beautiful flower. It's okay. It's neutral. So neutral. So do you see the neutral as a dream, or you see that neutral as real in the dream? What do you see? Real. Is that ignorance or that is wisdom? That is ignorance, although it's a neutral feeling, but that is tainted by ignorance. You getting it? So with neutral feeling, the ignorance perpetuate. So some of them said, that this ignorance is the base for attachment, aversion, right? So with the neutral feeling, you continue with the ignorance. Although attachment, aversion do not happen, but the ignorance continues. And ignorance is the base. Anytime from this ignorance, attachment and the aversion can anytime arise. Okay. Yes, man. Yes. It's not really needs to, leads to. It is like, say, the point is that this is a good question. Say, the chronologically speaking, meaning order-wise, sequence-wise, say, I can explain it as, okay, beautiful flower perceived, pleasant feeling, attachment. But in reality, it's so fast. When you do the mathematical, we do the mathematical exercise here. Do we do that? We did it and we failed, right? Why? Because our mind works slow. That's not true. When your mind is to work for negative things, it's so fast, so effective. You're getting it stupid. You will say, you stupid. It is like a short circuit. So fast. You're getting it? So with the negative, with the non-virtuous things, our mind is so expert, so fast, and high quality. Right? With the virtuous mind, then it says my mind works slow. Right? I cannot do the mathematical calculation. Sorry. You said it fast. First you will say, you said it fast. No. Your mind works slow. Yes, you are right. Right? But it's not true that your mind works slow. We're not used to that. We're not used to making the mind work fast with the virtuous objects. And nobody has to teach us how to make the mind work fast with the non-virtuous objects. You're getting it? Okay. In other words, it works so fast. With the neutral feeling, actually the base already is the ignorance. You're already in the sleep mode. In the sleep mode, then the neutral feeling comes. It's not like neutral feeling comes, then the ignorance comes. No. Sleep mode, that is ignorance. In the ignorance, then the feeling is neutral object comes, then the neutral and the base is ignorance. So it becomes contaminated neutral. So that is ignorance. It's just ignorance. Yes, the girl there. Okay. Attachment, aversion, ignorance. The third one, ignorance. Does it mean self-grasping ignorance? Is your question? Not necessarily. All kinds of ignorance. Seeing impermanent phenomena as permanent is also ignorance. Seeing seeing misery as happiness, right? Seeing misery as happiness is also ignorance, right? So Rinpoche yesterday said, right? Particularly give the advice to young boys. I don't know to the young girls whether he advised to the young girls, but the young boys, he said, don't see the misery as happiness, right? Yes, yes. Oh, that's a good question. Okay, now it's time up. Right? Okay, the clock doesn't work. Actually, it should be already 5 o'clock. No, is it working? I'm not really sure. What should we do now? Okay, anyone? So this girl, a complicated question. You're already in sleep, right? In the sleep, you see a beautiful flower, right? In the sleep means ignorance already. Ignorance already. And the beautiful flower. Then the pleasant feeling comes. In the sleep, ignorance, seeing flower, next moment, then pleasant feeling is tagged. So ignorance, sleep, then you see a beautiful flower, Then the pleasant feeling comes. How many? Constantly is being stacked. You're getting it? Constantly is being stacked. First one is what? Sleep. This is ignorance. You're getting it? Then number two, beautiful flower. Stacked. Ignorance is continues there. First layer is there. Then second layer is added. Beautiful flower. Then what is added? Pleasant feeling, right? Is added. Number three. The first two are still there. Then number four is added. What is that? I want it, right? Attachment comes. Four layers are there. Four layers are there, in which the foundation is ignorance. So this the total, which we call as attachment, is ignorance. So we said that attachment and aversion arise from ignorance, but we don't describe that as ignorance. But here we say it's ignorance. It is still in a sleep, which is ignorance. So how can you say that the attachment arises from ignorance? Why not attachment is ignorance? Anyone? Anyone? No. Okay. Okay, Benda. No, Benda is man. Benda is human being. Human being, where human being is, it's not necessarily Benda should be there. Drishti is there, there's no Benda. Right? Okay. What is question or answer? Yes. Yes. So the ignorance, attachment, okay, that is fine. This is what she accepts. She's asking, attachment, is it ignorance or not? No, no, that is fine. That is a very standard answer. From ignorance, all the other of the afflictions such as attachment, aversion arise. But her question is, why cannot we say that attachment itself is ignorance rather than say that attachment arises from ignorance? Why is it not attachment? Why is it not ignorance? Itself should be ignorance. Anyone? Okay. Men. Men. Wow, right? Now the young ones, whatever they say, it makes me wow. Right? Okay. But this girl may not be happy. You're happy? Not happy. She's not happy. What do you do? Right? I'm happy. I'm not only happy, I'm just wow, right? But this girl is not happy. Anybody who can make this girl happy, anyone? Huh? Okay, here. Okay, okay. We cannot go like 6 o'clock, right? Okay, tell me, you ready? Yes. Yes. So attachment, is it ignorance? It is ignorance. But she's saying no. Yes, mean no, right? Okay, you answer. Yes. Okay. That lady there. Okay, this is another amazing answer. Wow. Happy? Not too happy. Ignorance is neutral and Okay, what you're saying is what Min said. What she said is very the technical. She put it technically. The understanding is what you said. What it said is to be in a proper shape. She said ignorance is cognitive in nature. Attachment is affective in nature, which means that it has like affective. I like it, right? The positive something. So whereas ignorance is purely affective, cognitive. Okay. So what do we do? Anything from Florida? Okay, you have a question? Okay, 1 minute. Just wait a minute. Let's finish this off. Okay, let us see that. Let's see that the say, I want gold, right? Let's say that I want gold, and you have a small gold piece, right? Florida has a small gold piece. Okay, I'll ask this girl. You have a small gold piece, right? And I said, I want gold. Okay, and then then Chugila said that, oh, I have a wooden small piece. She added a wooden small piece, right? And then Yamuna said that I have a small, what is that? A stone, right? She added a stone. How many pieces are there now? Gold piece, stone piece, wooden piece, and then more and more people added stone, wood, metal, and so forth. Total, there's a huge pile of things. Is that gold? There are thousands of small pieces. Only one piece of gold. Is that gold or not? It's not gold, right? If you add too many things, gold will disappear. One gold is there, but it's not gold. So ignorance. On top of that, what is added? Hey, what happened? Ignorance. I said 4 layers. Ignorance, perception, feeling, and then the attachment, right? The emotion of the attachment. So there, when you add so many things, then the original concept disappears. It is there, but the gold is there or not in that pile. There's gold there, but is that gold? There's not gold. You're getting it's a mixture. So therefore, is that ignorance? This is not ignorance. It's a mixture with ignorance. It's attachment is not ignorance. It's a mix with ignorance, right? Okay, now Florida question. Don't worry. Continue. Yeah, the mic, sound. Good.
In regards to neutrality, hello?
Good.
Okay. In regards to neutrality, I was thinking about the four immeasurables, and the very last one, in regards to equanimity, my mind associates equanimity to neutrality. Is this a wrong view?
Okay, this is a good question. I'm so glad that you are able to connect to different things. This is what is required. Finally, after learning all these things, we should be able to connect all these things without any contradiction. You're getting it? This is very good. So we talk about the neutral feeling, and then not giving rise to. Saying with neutral feeling associated with this is ignorance. Next moment is ignorance. Early moments, so a flow of ignorance happens. And in the four immeasurables, we talk about the immeasurable loving kindness, immeasurable compassion, immeasurable joy, immeasurable equanimity. So that equanimity has the connotation of equal, neutral, not high, not low, neutral. So are these two or these two are different? This is a good question. So in fact, when you talk about even the equanimity, even this concept per se has many connotations. So in this context, in the concept of four measurables, equanimity is where the say it can be even that can be seen two ways. That you not being biased towards okay, this is my mom, my family members, and this is unrelated. So this bias should not happen. That is, from your point of view, should be viewed as equal. One. Then another way is that I wish that you, sentient beings, should not look at other beings with a biased attitude. So basically, the idea is the same: is who is the main frame of reference, yourself or the other beings? This is one thing. Then the equanimity per se has the feeling of the connotation of the something neutral in how we described it. Third one is equanimity in terms of application. Application. For example, let's say that by the way, your name. Okay, let's say Kayo. Kayo, when you're studying, right? First you're not studying. And then your mom said, Kayo study, right? And then the Kayo bring a mobile, right? And the mother took a mobile, right? Again, you sneak through and got the mobile. Hey, Kayo, give me the mobile. So far, you have nothing to do. Then you open the book, right? You open the book, and it's very interesting, right? Wow, 3 different perceptions, 3 different feelings, 3 different emotions. Wow, that's amazing. Actually, it's happening. When I was with the mobile, right? Perception mobile, pleasant feeling, and I like it. And mother took it away, different perception, right? And then that unpleasant feeling and aversion arises. What the book says is very true. It's amazing, right? It's amazing. Then you go deep into the book. Then you study E equals MC square, right? E equals MC square. You study that. You go so deep, and the mother comes. Kayo, are you studying? Right? Yes, mom. What happened? Again, you are deep into EMC square. Deep, going deep. Again, the mother comes. Right? Going deep. Again, the mother. Hey, Kayo, are you studying? Again, you come out. Again, the mother comes. How are you studying? Right? So the mother, when you're studying, mother constantly checking you. Is it helpful or harmful? Harmful, because others you could have gone deeper. You do not get the chance to go too deep, too little deep. Instead, you are disturbed by the mother checking on you. So it says that when your meditation is going too well, then don't disturb it. Keep it neutral. Keep it the experience equanimity with respect to your application of the remedy. This is another point. Very good question. Thank you. Okay, so do you see your question answered, not answered? Good. Okay. Then as to what, but at the same time, what the Min said, this is very important. What Min said, ignorance is purely cognitive in nature, and the attachment is affective in nature. What do you mean by cognitive? What do you mean by affective? AFFECTIVE, affective. What is cognitive? What is affective? We must know this. Okay, Min, tell me, what is that cognitive? Yes, very precise. Yes. Cognitive is when the mind does not move, and the affective is when the mind moves. Okay, this is very good description. Thank you. Okay, next time when I'm absent, Min, when next time I'm absent, right? Okay, so what is cognitive? Let's say that group A, you like flower or not? Hey, group B, you like flower or not? Hey, group A, you like flower or not? It's like group A so, right? No answers coming. So let's say group A, you don't like flower. Group B, you like flower, right? Okay. What is cognitive? What is affective? This is my question. So I ask group A, what is this? Group B, what is this? Huh? No. Say you like flowers. Okay. I ask, what is this? You say just a flower, right? What is this? Flower. What is this? Flower. Both Both people who love flower and who do not love flower, they give the same answer. You are getting it? Same answer means that they don't have any affinity to the flower. They don't like flower, but they say that this is flower. And likewise, they also give the answer, this is a flower. This is purely cognitive. Cognitive meaning that you know that it's a flower. That's it. You don't show any affinity. I like it, I don't like it. This affinity is not expressed. When affinity is not expressed, that mind is known as cognitive in nature. Cognitive aspect of the mind. Cognitive. You getting it? So ignorance is purely cognitive in nature. Ignorance, which says that this flower exists objectively. Finish. But the beautiful, not beautiful, no description. Next question. How beautiful is this flower? Group A, so. Group B, amazing, beautiful, very nice, right? And analyze description is very nice, right? Very beautiful. Okay, look. When it's very beautiful, your mind feels very close to the object. Your mind is pulled by the object. You're getting it? So when your mind is pulled by the object, this is known as attachment. So there's movement happening. The mind moves towards the flower. If somebody hates the flower, hates, right? It's not beautiful, which means the mind is pushed by the flower. So movement, in both cases, there's movement. Mind is pulled by the flower, pushed by the flower. Whereas those people who are neutral would say, okay, is okay, so. Not pushed, not pulled. You're getting it? So where the push and pull happens, movement happens. So that movement, the mind which involves the movement, that is known as affective mind. For example, attachment is movement or no movement? Attachment. There's a movement, you're pulled. And how is this attachment? For example, like a small young boy or young girl go to shopping, right? Shopping, the mother takes to the shopping hall, shopping mall. And then the mother just picks up all the simple clothes, right? Not Chanel, no Luton, no Gucci, right? Yeah, this is good. And you will say, the color is not good. Another one, what color do you want? A pink. This is pink. Good. No, shape is not good, right? You always look for some excuses because this is not Gucci or this is not Luton, right? Whereas you are seeing Luton somewhere there, right? Right? You're seeing somewhere there. And the mother says, okay, it's so difficult to buy things for you. Never mind, you'll go to some other day. Then the mother takes you out of there. And even you're out, your mind, you want to go, you want to see that, right? You want to see that. Yes, does it happen? That never happened. Be very honest. Right? Okay. So this is in a way related to your physiological movements. And then in worst case is hormonal movements, hormonal changes, movements, physiological movements, then the psyche, movement of the psyche, the mind. So this is how, say, strong people can affect the hormonal and the physiological by the psyche. Weak people, the psyche is affected by the physiological and the hormone. You're getting it? Strong and weak, this is difference. But oh yeah, that's true. I'm being, so my hormone, my whatever, that affects me. I become so like crazy, right? I'm so weak. No, even being weak is also dependent on origination. We can change it. This is not your true nature. This is not our true nature. Even we can change it. You're getting it? Let's not forget it. Okay. What am I saying? Huh? Yes, means question. Cognitive and affective. You getting it? You got it? Good. Now, the next. Okay, the next, before we go further, yes. Ask me the question. Okay, this is a good question. Now, this is relevant to, this is a point where I should explain this. Right? What we said is, in what context? In what context? Anybody who remembers? We talked about first seal. What is the first seal? All composite things impermanent. The Buddha did not say everything is impermanent. You're getting it? Buddha taught only composite phenomena impermanent, non-composite phenomena are still permanent. You're getting it? Okay. If non-composite phenomena, whatever we see, they're composite, right? Okay, you give me some examples of what you feel attached to, what you feel angry about, what you have to relate to very often. Just give me, one each. Quick. Just say something. Yes. Huh? Caffeine. You like it? Okay. Caffeine to keep you awake, right? Caffeine is impermanent, composite phenomena. Quick. Anyone else? Anyone else? Sleep. Oh, sleep is what? Composite, non-composite? Huh? Composite. The girl is saying sleep is composite. Okay, we can ask her how is it composite. Sleep is a mind. Mind should necessarily be composite, right? Sleep is a mental state. It's a composite phenomenon. Quick, anyone? Happiness. Happiness is a mental state. Mind is always composite phenomena. Ice or ice? ICE, ice, right? Ice is a water, H2O, composite. Two hydrogen and one oxygen. Anyone else? Quick. Hey, you don't remember. Planet Earth. Planet Earth is composed of water, the land, the 7 continents, and so forth. Oxygen, air, and so forth is a composite phenomenon. Okay, so we see that. Yes, over there. No, you can just say anything which you relate to. Which you relate to in your life, which makes you upset, which makes you happy, whatever. Your children are human beings. Human beings are necessarily composite. Quick. Wow. Right? Same person manifests in 2 forms. Okay. Vacuum, right? Okay. Good, vacuum. What is vacuum? Anyone? Composite, non-composite? Anyone? Hey. Okay, vacuum. Is that composite, non-composite? Non-composite. Anyone? Composite. Okay, we just speak your mind, right? Raise hands those who think that. I'll not ask you why. So, how many you think a vacuum is a composite phenomenon? Raise hands. How many you think that vacuum is a non-composite phenomenon? Raise hands. Okay, it's like half-half. Okay, let's say that this is exactly what we have to discuss now. What is a composite phenomena? What is a non-composite phenomena? Composite phenomena you already learned. Now, what is non-composite phenomena? You're getting it? Okay. I think the Tsongkhapa said substance, right? We talked about the flower in my right hand and the imagined flower. The flower has substance and the imagined flower does not have substance. You said it or who said it? Okay, never mind. So we see that, say, anything which has a substance, right? Substance means it should have a composition of material parts or temporal parts. You're getting it? Anything which is substance is known as a composite phenomena. Something which does not have a substance is a non-composite phenomena. And some of you may think that non-composite means, oh, we may go to, find some non-composite phenomena someday. It is not like that. Predominantly, things are composite. Predominantly, what we see things, what we experience, they're all composite phenomena. But what are the non-composite phenomena? This is something very different from what you think is a non-composite phenomena. You're getting it? Let me repeat it. Non-composite phenomena, don't think that, okay, these things are composite phenomena. There must be another category of the non-composite phenomena somewhere. No. Non-composite phenomena, how you think, what that is going to be like, is going to be very different from how you think. You getting it? It's going to be very different. Okay, so what is non-composite phenomena? Let me explain this. Okay, the OFEC. So what we do is that we will do the concept of entities and isolates. You getting it? And then you, after completing this, then you bring up the question. You getting it? When? Very good. Okay, don't forget it. Okay, so let's, because that if I don't introduce entities and isolates, then this question will take us long time. Otherwise, it can be explained very quickly. But unnecessary, so much time will be wasted if you are not introduced to the concept of entities and isolates. Okay, ready? Hey, ready? Okay, only this girl is yes. Otherwise, they're like yes. Right? Ready? Good. Okay, good. Entities and isolates. Okay. How many things in my hand? Hey, what is it? How many things are there in my hand? Nothing. How many things are in my hand? What is that one thing? Flower. Okay, good. Don't change your mind. Right? Okay, you said one and there's a flower. My question. The flower is in my hand. The color of the flower, is it in my hand or not? The color of flower, is it in my hand or not? Huh? Color of the color of flower is in my hand or not? Andrea, no. Okay, now what I do is that I do like this. Color of the flower is in my hand or not? Two hands. It's not, still not. Where is it? I know it's the quality. Inside my, is it inside in my hand or outside my hand? Andrea is still trying to create problem on me. You're getting it? For the time you don't create problem. Be sympathetic. Be kind. Right? Make things easy. Once the explanation is done, then you can create problem on me. You're getting it? Say, thank you. Okay. Okay. So now the flower is in my hand. The color of flower is also in my hand. Are these two one or these two different? Are these two one or these two are different? Okay, how many of you feel little lost? I cannot say one. I cannot say different. Raise hands. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sushmita, you have question? No. For you, the answer is okay, right? You have the answer. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Okay. So my question is that the flower and the color of the flower, they are both in my hand. Are these two one or these two different? Is my question. Okay, over there, Nick, different. Different means, do you agree with me that if the two things are different, there should be two or more. It can be one, right, Nick? Okay, now tell me, Nick, how many things are there in my hand? One or two? What is that thing? What is that thing in my hand? Flower, not the color of the flower. Okay. Okay. Right. So, some of them already got they felt the dilemma right from the beginning. Now, Nick, come to discover the dilemma there, right? Suddenly. Okay. So, how many you are in dilemma now? Right. 1, there's complication. 2, there's a complication. Raise hands. And those who have no dilemma, raise hands. Sherry Pema, she has the answer. She has the answer. Rishi, you have the answer. Okay, anyone else? Those who do not have the answer. This girl. Okay, you have one or two. The flower and the color of the flower. Are these one or different? Flower and the color of the flower. Are these one or different? This is one. This is one. So the color of the flower is also flower. Shape of the flower is also flower. Shape of the flower and the color of the flower, these two are same. No, shape of the flower and the color of the flower, are these two one or different? Different. So there are two flowers. One is the shape and one is the color. Attributes. Different attributes. Okay. So how to solve this problem? How to solve this problem? If you say there is, how many things are there? If you say one, then my question is, what is that one thing? Flower. What about the color of the flower? Right? Color flower, is it in my hand? Yes. So color flower, these two are different? Yes. Different means more, two or more? Yes. So there are two or more things in your hand? If you say yes, people say that you are crazy, go to mental hospital. You're getting it? Go to mental hospital. If you say one, it contradicts with the logical reason. If you say one, it contradicts with the logical reason. Logically, you say that flower and the color of flower, these two are not one. But if you say that there are two, people think that you're crazy. You're gonna get? If you say two, people think you are crazy. If you say this one, it contradicts with the logic, reason, right? Both sides, there's a problem. How to solve this problem? This is where we have to study entities and isolates. You're getting it? Okay. How does this help us to remove this problem? This is very important. So, if I ask you the flower and the color of flower, are these two one or different? When I ask you, are these one or different? You can approach in, say, two different ways. When I say the color and the flower, the color, are these two one or different? You can go towards the object to say is one or different, or you can go towards the subject to say is one or different. You're getting it? When you go towards object to see if these two are one or different, you're looking for the entity-wise one or different. Let me repeat it. This is little technical aspect, right? Min, correct me if I'm wrong. Right? Okay. So, say the flower and the colored flower, are these two one or different? For this, one or different, oneness or differentness can be spoken of by either going towards the object or going towards the subject. You're getting it? You may still get lost, don't worry. So when you go towards object, you are looking for entity-wise one or different. When you go towards the subject, we are looking for isolate-wise one or different. Okay, Naomi, you got a little lost? I'm happy that your face gives me this impression that you're lost. I'm happy. Because you're going to get the answer soon. If you get lost, you'll get the answer. If you don't get lost, if you don't know you have the problem, right, you'll not go to hospital. Right? If you know there's a problem, you get the answer, your problem will be solved. Okay, now let me say this again. From your side, just listen to me and try to pay attention, right? Even if you think that you don't get anything, you'll get something later on. Certainly you'll get it. Okay. We're talking about what? Flower and the color of the flower. Are these two one or different? This is a question. You're getting it? And you cannot give the answer at the moment. So to give the answer, you have to look for the two things as one or different by going towards the object or by going towards the subject. If you go towards the object, you're looking for what? Entity-wise one or different. When you go towards the subject, you're looking for isolate-wise one or different. You're getting it technically. So just follow technical aspect for the time being, and then you will understand it. Okay, now say we're going to look for the flower and the color of the flower, whether these two are one or different, by going to this object. Okay, you are ready? Naomi, you ready? Okay, let's go to this object to see if this one is different. You're getting it? How do you go to this object? That's very easy. Say if you ask me, where's the flower? I said, this is the flower. Correct, not correct? Okay, then what's your next question? Huh? Where's the color of the flower? Ask me. Here's the color of the flower. Correct, not correct? Yes. I pointed to the same object for the reference of the two different labels. Right? So entity-wise is the same. You got it? Naomi, you got it? Smile at this. Hey, Ofeg, you got it? Huh? But you're smiling. Okay, good. So we see that the flower and the color of the flower are these two entity-wise one or different? Entity-wise one. What do you mean by that? You go to this object to see if the flower and you can point to the same object for the reference of the two different labels. Say, how? Where's the flower? It's here, correct or not correct? Where's the color of the flower? It's here, correct or not correct? I pointed to the same object for the reference of the two different labels. So these two things are entity-wise one. I pointed to object. Now let's go to the subject, right? Oh, flower and the color of flower. How can you go to the subject? You may wonder. Don't worry. Okay. Go to the subject means just ignore the flower here, right? Ignore the flower, close your eyes, right? So that you're cut off from the flower. Now you go into the subject, right? Okay. Think of the flower. Now think of the color of the flower. Okay. Now tell me. Open your eyes and tell me. Don't sleep. Right? Okay. Okay. Tell me. These two appear same or different? Huh? Not too sure. Same like, right? Don't worry. I know deliberately I want you to get into a problem. Now the next point is just as the flower and the color flower, I will make it easier for you. Table and the top plank of the table. You getting it? Table and the top plank of the table. Okay, table and top plank of the table, entity-wise one or different? Hey, speak. Entity-wise one. How? Entity-wise meaning go to the object. You ask me where's the table. I say this is table. Correct, not correct? Then you ask me where's the top plank of the table. I say this is the top plank of the table. Correct, not correct? Good. So these two, I can point to the same object for the reference of the two different labels. So the reference of two different labels, they are the same entity because I can point to the same object. Okay, now the what? You're looking for the entity-wise one different finished. Now we're looking for isolated-wise one is different. Okay, for that, don't look at the table, right? Close eyes. Close eyes. Think of a table. Think of the table. Table in front of me. Think of the table. Good. Next, think of the top plank of the table. Think of the top plank of the table. Good. Okay, now come out and tell me, is there any difference? Those who said, yes, there is difference, raise hands. Raise hands, those who said, yes, there's difference. Okay, the girl over there. Okay, tell me how these two are different in your mind. How? How? So let's say, when you think of the table, how did it appear? Huh? Okay, when you think of the table, how did it? I'm saying again, when you think of the table, how did the table appear to you? No. Just the table itself. When you think of the table, how did the table appear to you? You are thinking of both. I can still see that, right? Okay, Yamuna, tell me. When you think of the table, what's the difference between these two things? The table and the top line of the table. How the two differ in your appearance, in your mind? Good. Anyone else who likes to? Yes. Do you see? Top leg and the four legs, which Yamuna calls as a complete, right? Good. And when you think of the top leg, okay, just the top part without the four legs. Is there a difference? One with the legs, one without the legs. Is there a difference or not? In your thought, you can separate the two. You're getting it? So in your thought, these two are different. One is flat, just flat. One is a flat with the four legs. You're getting it? In your thought, table and top leg of the table, these two are different. But when you go to the object, we can point to the same object for the reference of the two different labels. You're getting it? So the top leg of the table and table, entity-wise, one is different. Hey, louder. Entity-wise, one. Table and top leg of the table. Isolated-wise, one is different. Isolated-wise, different. How they appear to a mind is different. Entity-wise is same. Isolated-wise, these two are different. You're getting it? Okay, good. Now, say the flower. So with this understanding, the same. Okay, the table and toppling of the table. Toppling of the table is the attribute of the table. Yes, toppling of the table is the attribute of the table, right? So, likewise, the color of the flower is the attribute of the flower, quality of the flower. You're getting it? So the relationship between the object and its attribute is quality. So always one entity, different isolates. Let me repeat it. The relationship between the object and its qualities, its attributes, is always one entity and different isolates. Let me repeat it. The relationship between the object and its attributes, or object and its parts. Object and its parts. He's not here. Okay. Okay. The relationship between the object and its parts is always same entity, different isolates. You getting it? Good. If you're convinced of this, okay, now the statement that I made. This is a statement that I made, that the object and its attributes, or object and its parts, the relationship is always entity was one, isolated was different. Very good. Okay, if you apply this to the table and the top line of the table, these two are entity was one, isolated was different. How many you are convinced with this? Raise hands. Convinced with the table and the top line of the table as entity was one, isolated was different. Raise hands. How many are convinced? Okay, now I'm convinced. Very good. If you are convinced, apply these to other things like the flower and the color of the flower. You're getting it? These two also, but what's the relationship? Entity-wise one, isolated-wise different. You're getting it? Good. Okay. Now I will ask you some questions. Ready? Ready? Good. Luca is the active student here. Okay, thank you, Luca. Okay. Okay. My question to you. Give me an example of what is entity-wise one. Quick. Give me an example of, okay, somebody from here. One, and then here, then here, then here, right? One. Give an example of what is entity-wise one. Quick. The book and its pages, these two are entity-wise one. Good, thank you. Here. Give an example of isolated-wise one. Hey, it's you. Isolated-wise one. Pema. Isolated one. Book. Just a book. Just a book. Perfect. Not necessarily you have to bring two things. You're getting it? The book. And book and tab. Okay. In Russia, what is book? Kanika. The book and Kanika. Right? Although the labels are different, but it's the same object. What is that? In your mind, Kanika and Bog in your mind is the same. You're getting it? Isolated wise, same. Good. Now here. So this is the border, right? So here, give me an example of isolated wise different. Here. From here, not this side. This side. Hey. Yes. Example of what? Entity was isolated was different. No, not you. Right, in this group. Right, this group. Okay, anyone? Quick. These the ball pen and his cap, right? These two are isolated wise. Hey, isolated wise, different. These two isolated wise different, right? So it seems like in this party there's a split. Some don't agree. Agree and don't agree. Raise hands from this group. You agree, not agree, including those at the back. Lisa and everyone. You agree, not agree. Agree. Agree, raise hands. Okay, when Min said agree, you can agree. Right? She is one authority. She said agree. Okay, now here. Now here. Here. Right here. Okay, here. Give me an example. Give me an example of what is entity-wise different. Hey, this group, not their group. This side. Give an example of entity-wise different. Over there. Glass in the glass case. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, somebody, would you mind borrowing me your glasses? Somebody, yes, Yamuna. Okay, what the lady is saying is that the glass frame and the glass inside. These two are all of you, give me an answer. The glass inside these two glasses and these two glasses on the one hand and the glass frame on the other hand, these two are entity-wise different. How many agree? How many agree with her? They say, take this glass, inside glass out, keep it there, and the frame separate. These two are two entities. Yes, you agree? Raise hands. You yes agree? Shamjula, agree, not agree? Okay. Now what should you do? I thought that in this group, the Changjula is the final authority, right? And he's saying that these two are entity was one, right? I was on the verge to decide this entity was different, and suddenly said this entity was one, and there are many who said this entity was one. Okay, what would you say? The by the way, what is this? Is this glass or glasses? Glasses, huh? The glasses, right? So glasses, or same. Okay, what's this inside? The transparent lens. Okay, that's good. Okay, okay. So maybe perhaps the lady there is saying the lenses and the glass. No, lenses and the frame. What I said is the lenses and the frame. All these anti was one different. Okay, then finalize. Okay, how many agree with the lady there and Chanchula there saying that the lens is inside and the frame, these two are entity-wise different reasons. No? Why no? No, because you don't agree or you don't agree. Okay, so don't agree. One. Anybody who don't agree? Don't agree? Oh. Oh. So we need to have the Bodhichitta Retreat another extra 10 days. Right? I thought that we are not completely. Okay, tell me, Prabhat, why don't you agree? The table, at the top of the table, these two are entity wise one.
One, yes.
Good.
Now the glass and the frame together make it as a speck, and that is entity itself.
Okay. So what Prabhat, right? Prabhat, did you understand the question?
Yes, either the
What was
glass
the
and the
question? Tell me,
frame,
what is the question?
whether the glass and the frame, they are two entities.
Yes.
But I am thinking that as a one entity because
Okay. Prabhat is saying the question is the glasses and the frame of the glasses, are these two one and two different entities? This is a question. Is this a question? Is this a question or not? Huh? No. Okay. Yes, but the question is not the glasses and the frame, is the lenses and the frame. Are these two one and two different entities? Lenses meaning the inside. The lens and the frame, are these two entities one different? Ah, they can be or they are two entities. But you're good, you're thinking, I'm glad. Okay, the answer is, now let's not waste our time. Answer is these two entities was different. Right? Okay, entity was different. Right? Okay. Oh, you have extra glasses. Okay. Okay, now let's see. Now more exercise, more questions. Ready? More questions. I have more questions. You getting it? Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? 1. Okay, now let's start from here. Give me an example of entity-wise different and isolated-wise also different. Hey, this group. Yes, over there, the girl over there. Oh, steering wheel and the book. These two are entity-wise different. How many agree? All of you. If you agree, just say agree. Okay. Steering wheel and the book. This isolated-wise different. Agree, not agree? Louder. Good. Good, thank you. Next year. Give an example of entity-wise one, isolated-wise different. No, Nadia's here. Here. Of the girl over there. Give an example of entity-wise one, isolated-wise different. Girl over there. The water ball, and the color of the water ball. Are these two entity-wise one? Hey, all of you. Good. Isolated-wise one, isolated-wise different. Very good, thank you. Okay, so this group passed, right? Okay, now this group. Ready? Okay. Ready, Nick? Ready? Okay. And it was, okay. Don't give an answer before I ask a question. All right. Okay. Give me an example of isolated wise one, entity wise different. Quick. Give me some examples. Quick. Okay. No one. I'm not seeing Sushmita. I don't see Sushmita. Anyone? Quick. Hey. Okay, Nick, tell me. Yes, Nick, tell me. Or anyone else? Books. Books are the example of isolated was one, entity was different, right? Okay, any more examples? I need more examples. Good. the color of pink. Color of pink or color pink? Pink color. The pink color is Asura was one, entity was different. Okay, anyone else? Quick, quick, quick. Here. Here, here, here. Yes. Pink and elephant. Pink and elephant, this was Asura was one, entity was different. Okay. Pink and elephant. Asura was one, which is pink, and the entity was different, elephant. Okay. So how many? We have found three things, right? Asura was one, and it was different, right? Okay. So, in fact, the Buddha came on this earth when? 2,500 years ago, and he became the Buddha. And he never found this example. Buddha never found the example of what is, and Asura was one, and it was different. You're gonna get, Buddha never found it. But here, in Tushita, we have found it. But in this group, we found three things, right? We found three examples. Buddha did not find it. Buddha said that whatever entity was one, Asura was one should always entity was one, right? Asura was one can never be entity was different. But you have found Asura was one and it was different. That's amazing, right? Okay, now here, give an example of what is Asura was one, entity was one. Hey, this group. Entity was one, Asura was one. The girl over there. Okay, here, just get. What example? Hey. Okay, give an example of Asura was one, entity was one. Shape of the cup. Shape of the cup is Asura was one. And okay, shape of the cup. Is it Asura was one? Okay. In other words, anything which is one, you can say is Asura was one. Anything which is one. Shape of the color, is it one or two? Shape of the color, is it one or two? Shape of the color is one. Shape of the color has many. You getting it? Shape of the color is one. It has many. You getting it? You are one person, but you have many parts. You getting it? You have two hands, but you are one person. You are one. You are one. You are one. You are one object, but you have many parts. Likewise, shape of the color is one. It has many parts. Okay, good. Now going back to the question. Okay. Now how many you happy with entity concept? The entity was one different, Asura one different. Raise hands. How many you happy with that? Happy meaning that you understood something. Raise hands. Entity was one different, Asura was different. Very good. Okay, now going back to the, but it's already 5:02. What should we do? This is the vacuum, yeah. The vacuum part is coming here. Should we do it or that we can do later, yeah. Now. Who? Okay. So the audience is saying now and the translator heard it later. Okay, we'll do it later. Yeah. So there's no choice. Right, we'll do it later. Right? Well, it depends on how the interpreter explains. Okay. Page 52. A dedication prayer. Page 52. I dedicate the merit thus gathered towards the realization of the deeds in the prayers of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas all 3 times, and to the upholding of doctrine, scripture, and insight. May in all lives, through the force of this merit, never separate from the 4 wheels of the Mahayana vehicle, and accomplish all the stages of the path renunciation, bodhicitta, poverty were in the two stages. From my two collections, vast space that I've amassed from working with effort at this practice for a great length of time, may have become the chief leading Buddha for all those whose minds wisdom is blinded with ignorance. Yata Om Gati Gati Paragati Parasamgate Bodhisvatyata Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasamgate Bodhisvatyata Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasamgate Bodhisvaha. And we'll recite the Buddha mantra, Bodhisattva mantra 21 times for His Holiness's good health. And also that all these wars happening, the people who died, that they take good rebirth, they meet with the Dhamma, they meet with the Dhamma Bodhicitta wisdom emptiness, and then they be able to, they become like the light to shower the wisdom, light of wisdom to all the sentient beings, that the wars and all these unnecessary human casualties created, they subside and the world becomes a more beautiful world. Om Muni Muni Ma Muni Soha. Om Muni Muni Ma Muni Soha. Om Muni Muni Ma Muni. Om Muni Muni Ma Muni. Om Muni Muni Ma Muni Soha. 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 Om Muni Muni Ma Muni. Om Muni Muni Ma Muni Soha. 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 Om Muni Muni Ma Muni. Om Muni Muni Ma Muni Soha. Om Muni Muni Ma Muni Soha. Om Muni Muni Ma Muni Soha. Om Muni Muni Ma Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Okay, 3 prostrations together.